Here's a commentary on why Donald Trump is pushing so hard on Greenland, a topic that recently exploded into a genuine international crisis. Greenland isn't random, it's strategic. Donald Trump's renewed push to acquire Greenland is rooted in geopolitical and national security arguments. Greenland sits between North America and Europe and controls key Arctic sea lanes and airspace. As melting ice opens new shipping routes and global powers like Russia and China expand Arctic activity, Trump argues the U.S. must control Greenland to prevent adversaries from gaining influence. He frames Greenland as a strategic bulwark against global threats and a key part of defense, including missile detection and tracking, that he believes the U.S. must dominate. Yet this claim is contested. U.S. military access already exists under a 1951 treaty with Denmark, and experts note the U.S. doesn't need formal sovereignty to protect Arctic interests. National security or power play. Trump's rhetoric mixes security language with a broader worldview. He wants the U.S. to have unquestioned control over its neighborhood, a kind of modern Monroe Doctrine philosophy that other great powers shouldn't have sway in Americas, near abroad. Some analysts see this as a throwback to old-school power politics where the biggest guy decides territory. Critics argue this isn't just about geography or defense, it's about influence and legacy. Trump publicly said, "Ownership of Greenland is psychologically important to him, not just strategically meaningful. Resources and economic promise. Greenland isn't just ice, it potentially sits atop vast mineral wealth, including rare earth elements vital for high-tech industries." While Trump publicly emphasizes security, many observers note that economic potential plays into the motivation too. However, you don't need territorial control to access minerals, and Greenlandic and Danish leaders have consistently said the island is not for sale. International backlash and alliance strain. Trump's push has provoked a strong reaction from allies. Denmark and Greenland have rejected the idea outright, stressing sovereignty and self-determination. European nations rallied in defense of international norms, and even threats of tariffs escalated tensions between the US and EU. Spain's prime minister warned that any attempt to invade Greenland would embolden Russia and damage Western unity. Large protests, under the slogan, "Greenland is not for sale," took place in both Greenland and Denmark, signaling how deeply this is felt by local communities. What this episode says about global politics. This episode isn't just about an island, it reflects a deeper clash in worldviews. Trump's approach emphasizes power, leverage, and control, even at the expense of long-standing diplomatic norms. Europe and allies are pushing back, asserting that sovereignty and cooperation matter more than raw geopolitical muscle. International law and alliance bonds are being tested, with NATO unity challenged by the idea of one ally seeking to annex territory from another. In the end, Trump backed away from immediate annexation and pivoted toward enhanced NATO cooperation in the Arctic, but the controversy has already reshaped diplomatic relationships and drawn global attention to how far major powers might go to secure strategic advantage. Bottom line, Trump's push for Greenland mixes genuine strategic considerations with political showmanship and personal ambition. Whether his claims are wise or exaggerated, they have ignited one of the most remarkable geopolitical flashpoints of recent years, and raised fundamental questions about how modern democracies negotiate power, respect sovereignty, and balance security with international cooperation.
Please support us by liking, hit the notification bell, and subscribe. Only on This Day in History, World Events.